Hey guys, welcome to another Minecraft video. What I'm going to be showing you today is 10 things you may not know about Minecraft. So, we'll just start off with number 1 here. Everyone knows you plant saplings, they turn into trees. Most people know you put bone meal on them, they turn into, well, they insta-grow pretty much. That works with any type of wheat or whatever. Now, but what people don't know is there's a pretty good little trick here you can use with torches. So the tree won't want to grow where the torch is. So if I put that down and then try and grow it, it keeps trying to, and eventually you'll get a tree that's bigger than wherever you put the torches. So it grows much bigger trees. Just say you want a bigger tree in the middle of your courtyard or something, that's how you can set that up. And of course you can put as many torches high as you want. I think the biggest tree, you can easily get a tree that's like 4 higher than this just by putting more torches, or putting torches on this side. Alright, now for tip 2. This is all about basically cooking things. So I'll just get some of this stuff out. Alright, so when you're cooking stuff, you might not have any coal. You're like, shit, what do? You got to try and get some charcoal. So you can pretty much use anything wooden, and you just cook up some wood. And we'll just wait for this. While we're waiting for that, you can use blaze rods as well. They're probably the second best thing to cook. But of course the best thing is lava, which 1 bucket of lava does 100 blocks. So as you can see, that's by far the best. Blaze rod's second best. And charcoal's probably your next best option. It does the same as coal pretty much, so if you have coal, use coal. But if you don't, just turn some wood into charcoal pretty much. Each charcoal does 8 blocks, the same with coal. So that's tip 2. And tip 3, I'll basically show you this, is when you're running on top of ice, you go faster pretty much. And if you're hitting your head on something going down, it's just building momentum. So if I run through this, I had to change game mode before I do that actually, otherwise I'll just go flying through the walls. Alright, so if I'm running through this, if I spam jump, I just build up more and more momentum and I just go faster and faster. So if you want to make a high speed tunnel to somewhere, that's what you want to do. I've just got half slabs here and at the top to make it pretty much the perfect height for jumping and hitting your head. And you don't really need them, but it makes it look nice, the ones at the bottom and the top. Alright, now tip 4. Now, this is pretty much just showing that signs and letters block lava and water. So, as you can see, the lava would normally flow out in every direction and burn shit pretty much. But seeing as I've got these letters and signs here, it doesn't. Yeah, there was actually signs there, but I got rid of them. Alright, I'll just gotta switch back game mode here. Alright, so what I need is some signs. I'll grab some letters as well. Sorry about that Facebook message, don't know if you heard that. But you can basically build underwater things really quick and easy. All you have to do is, well, what most people do in oceans is they try and block it off with blocks. There's really no need to do that. You can just build a wall under water and then you just place some signs and it'll stop the water. Just like that. And letters work as well. So now you got your underwater room pretty much. Alright. Now, on to the next tip. This is tip 5. Now, basically torches can hold up any amount of sand. So you can just keep stacking sand on here as much as you want. But the good thing about this tip is what torches actually do. Now, do to sand. Now in a lot of servers, you want to be farming some gravel and sand. Instead of hitting each one of these blocks one by one, you just want to place a torch underneath and all of it will fall on top of it. And it will mine it for you pretty much. So that's pretty useful. Now, I'll just jump onto this next tip. This is basically about ender pearls and how OP they are. When I'm in game mode, 0, you can teleport with ender pearls. Well, that's a pretty good tip on itself. If you didn't know that, then you should have definitely have known that. But another good thing is on PvP servers this is especially useful. You can go through any transparent block. So as you know, glass is transparent. Well, that's a bad example, but there's like stairs and stuff is transparent blocks as well, if you didn't know. You can just go straight through. Just say people don't build their base out of those type of blocks, which most people don't worry, you can just walk straight up to their door, bam, teleported through the door. Alright. Now this one's actually a fairly new trick that not that many people know about, but it's pretty good. So I've got a crafting table here. I'll just get some of the stuff out that I need. What do I need for this? That's letters. Game mode 1. Alright. Now, I'll just quickly show you. Pretty much you can't put ladders on crafting tables. So I'm like, what the fuck? So what you do is vines. They basically, if I put a vine on stone brick, the vine will hold the values of the whatever brick I put it on. So then I can put a furnace or a crafting table behind it and put a ladder on. So normally I wouldn't have been able to do that, so I try it here, this opens it up. Now I'll quickly show you what else that works with. We'll just grab some stuff. All stuff like levers, it'll work with that. Tripwire hooks, trapdoors, all of this type of stuff will work. So I'll just grab myself another crafting table here. So once you put the vines down, just like that, you just delete the block behind it, put down your crafting table, and just say you have a redstone circuit coming past here, but you want a crafting table there. Bam. You can now set that up. You can do that as much as you want, with as many things as you want. I'll just do it again to show you guys. Just like that, delete that, put what you want, and tripwire hook. There you go. So that's pretty useful, just to save space if you have a small house even. Alright. Now everyone knows that soul sand slows you down when you're walking over it. So it's good for making traps or slowing people down so you can bow them outside your base. But if you get a silk touch pick and get yourself some ice, you can slow them down by like a crazy amount. If anyone falls under this, they're not going to be escaping anytime soon. It slows you down retarded amounts. It's way too much of a slow. That's extremely useful. Alright. Now, this is tip number 9. Now, this is all about signs. So pretty much you can put signs wherever you want. You can just keep placing them down. You can just spam them. Don't know why I did that. Whatever. You can just put them down as much as you want, in any direction, facing wherever you want. So they're good for designing stuff. Some people use them to build chairs with steps. And when you get rid of them, whatever's on top of it falls. So that's a good way of making quicksand if you want people to slowly fall in sand. It works pretty good. But what I want to be showing you is this is more useful here. So when one sign disappears, they all actually get destroyed. So that's bad in some ways, but you can also set up some good traps. So you can have water or whatever you want destroying these signs. When you destroy one of them, the whole thing falls. So the whole floor would collapse pretty much. So that's that tip. Now for our last one. Soul sand is actually a smaller block. It's coded as a smaller block. You might be able to see me falling a little bit when I fall onto that. So I'm actually physically lower into the ground. So you can build traps like that. When I walk in here, I can walk in but I can't walk out because I fell down to a lower level. I actually can't get out of here. So you can set that up in lots of ways, but that's basically the easiest way to show it as an example. And here's just a little extra thing. I see a lot of people building like farms, wheat farms, whatever, pumpkins. And they usually just have water in the middle. And then they go hitting all the blocks and they fall in the water and they're like, oh, what am I doing? They're jumping out of the water, ruining their crops. And so a lot of people have been putting stone slabs on top of it, just like this. Looks pretty good, works fine, but I reckon you should be using lily pads. It just looks way better. This is a by far better design if you ask me. So there's just a few little tips on that, guys, and probably going to wrap up this episode here. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later.